I was sitting on the cold gray steps out on Eureka when the wind began to blow. The clouds slowly began to drift over the sun and goosebumps popped up over my skin. I turned to the person next to me and I asked her, "Why are you shivering?" And she looked away toward the direction of the wind and said, "You don't have to, you know." "I don't have to be cold," I responded. She laughed. "Just because you're cold doesn't mean you have to shiver if you don't want to." Meanwhile, on the other side of the country, 2 years ago before the wind and that conversation, a girl named Marina Keegan walked across the stage to graduate from Yale University. At that point in her life, she'd already written a soon-to-be-produced musical. Her writing had been featured in the New York Times, and her work already awarded with critical acclaim and accolades. That day at age 22, she walked forward with everything going for her. She had a great boyfriend, a great family, an internship at the New Yorker, one of the most prestigious magazines in the world. 5 days later, she was killed in a car accident. Graduation, like life, runs the gamut of human experience and emotion. For many of us, it feels like a new beginning, and for others, like Marina, it is the shadow of the end. But because it is an end, it teaches us to appreciate life, and every breath, every moment that we've experienced will stay with us for the rest of this journey. Today, when we walk across the stage, we march out of here into an insecure and expensive housing market, a world of seemingly ever-increasing injustice, prejudice, and inequality, and a new workplace or school where hardly any, if any, friends reside, and none of the faces you pass in the halls are familiar or friendly. Today will be independent, sure, and legal, maybe, but because the winds are shifting and a new, great, unknown lies ahead, sometimes we'll find ourselves lonely, insecure at times, shivering in the cold of challenges and obstacles. It's terrifying because it's so big, but mostly because it's so strange and so new and uncomfortable. Now, you can look at the first part of my speech and say, what is the speech doing at a graduation? Well, life after, and life before, and life now has always been about a search for meaning, a drive to ask important, difficult questions and look for the answers. These questions are such a part of us that it's hard to believe they're there. Wondering who we are, and if we mean anything, and if we deserve love, and why we're here, and where are we to go. Some of these answers we search for are lifelong journeys. I don't know where your story, or my story, will go next. The wind has carried us all together for so long, and now it's time to blow us in different directions, on different journeys. I don't know why I met who I met here, or why I embarrassed myself, failed or succeeded, or died laughing because y'all are too much. And I don't know why some of our fellow gauchos couldn't ride the wind with us at this point in this journey. I don't know why Marina had to die when she had so much promise and so many possibilities in front of her. But what I do know is that Marina Keegan also walked off stage at her college graduation with the unknown in front of her. In her last article in the Yale Daily Herald, she wrote, "What we have to remember is that we can still do anything. We can change our minds. We can start over." The notion that it's too late to do anything is comical. It's hilarious. We're graduating. Yeah, we're so young. We must not lose the sense of possibility because in the end, it's all we have. For Marina, the great unknown was not something to be afraid of, but something to look forward to. The unknown, like the wind, is full of possibilities. Marina had learned, like it's taken me my entire high school career and a little friendly wind, to learn that you don't have to shiver. You have the will to stand up to the cold, the unknown, the obstacle, the struggle. There are always new possibilities and questions that demand answers. You can learn, you can live, and you can love even when the struggle is real. Marina took advantage of her opportunities, even if they ended 5 days after her graduation. And I don't know how long each of us here today has left in the cold. The question is, will we choose to shiver? Thank you. Let's turn things over to the very talented Cerrito High School dance production.
They did.